I thought that was a very good opening night for us. A lot of guys played well. Was very concerned coming into the game about NJIT's ability to make threes. And at the end of the day, they made 9 of their 30 attempts, which is 30%. We prefer it to be just under 30% would be a good night defensively. But we shared the ball very well. We ended up with 23 assists. And we scored the ball from 3, from 2, fast breaks. So it was a good night for us. Questions?
Jim, hey, congratulations.
Thanks, Michelle.
Their coach just said that this looks like a team that, he said, it looks like a Final Four. It looks like a team that could play in the final week, and I'm just telling you what he said. He said it looks like a team that's capable of playing in the final weekend again, that you just have all the parts, and he went through and was very impressed with all of your team. Can you just talk about, what do you see?
About his projection? Yeah. Tell him if we can keep Norshad Omier out of foul trouble, that would help. But, it's very early. We've got a lot of games. These next few, if you look at it, we have Central Florida, who we've had 2 great battles with the last 2 years. We've got FIU, which is a local rivalry. Then we have Baja with an SEC team, a Big East team, a Big 12 team, and then when we come back, we got to go to an SEC team. So these next few weeks, then ask me, how good we are.
Did anything stand out that you were not expecting so soon tonight?
Yeah, I didn't expect Norshad to get in 2 fouls so early. That's silly stuff, push the guy from behind on a fast break. That makes sense.
Coach, Wooga dropped 21 tonight. That's his career high. Do you expect him to continue setting career highs? Or?
Yes, he's great. You see him? The guy can shoot threes. His pull-up jumper is amazing. He missed a few of them today. I think he made a couple. He's a terrific player.
Jim, how much do these early wins in the season kind of help get the ball rolling, help create some momentum as the season? Like you said, you have so many tough games coming up soon.
Momentum doesn't happen after one game. Momentum happens when you get on a winning streak, when you win a bunch of games in a row. The thing about us, just watching us practice, when we defend, we're pretty good. But we're small, like we've been the last 2 years, so we got to always concern that. But I was very happy with the way A.J. Casey and Michael Nowako played. What'd you think? And then Matthew Cleveland was really good too.
That's what I was going to ask you about. I was going to ask you about Matthew Cleveland. He ended up with
he goes 7 for 12. He's got 16 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double.
Yeah.
Add to that, he has 4 assists, and he's a plus 31. I'd say he had a terrific night. So I like the way he played. I especially liked when Norshad got in foul trouble. We had to go with Matt Cleveland and A.J. Casey. We didn't lose anything. We actually extended the lead, which was good.
Mike Moko, you had said the other day that the freshman, one of the biggest adjustments is not to get in foul trouble, and he did pick up 2 fouls like in the first 2 minutes.
Right.
Is that's something that obviously...
We're working on it. It's a work in progress. I was a little surprised that Keyshawn, he passed up a layup, missed a couple of threes. We got to really figure out what he's going to be capable of doing at both ends.
We saw the young underclassmen kind of close out the game with Michael, Keyshawn, all those guys. What were your overall thoughts about their first game?
Well, I thought Michael did a really good job. I thought AJ did a good job. Christian Watson did a good job. And I thought Keyshawn, he showed his inexperience. A couple of times he got beat defensively. He was, I think, looking at the ball and his man beat him on a cut. Then he closed out on a guy and the guy just drove right by him. So, he's got some things he has to learn, but he's a really good player.
And then, obviously, you mentioned kind of Norshad picking up 2 fouls, but he had the 2 threes as well. Just what have you seen from his game, growth and everything like that this year?
Yeah. The way he shot the 3 and the way he handled the ball, if he can do that for an entire season, that'd be great. I'm a little bit worried about that. It's challenging to handle the ball in the open court. He did a great job tonight. I'm not sure how he'll do it. He made some really good decisions though threw a very nice pass to AJ Casey. He got the ball to our guards, but he's a handful.
Jim, what did you think of your three-point shooting as a team, and then maybe the looks you got from three?
You know, what was Wooga from three?
5 of 9. 5 of 9.
Yeah. The only guy that did not have a great shooting game for him was Nigel. He only took 3 threes and made 1s. And shooting lights out, you see he had 9 assists and 1 turnover. That's very consistent the way he's been practicing. But I wouldn't have been surprised if he went 5 for 9 from 3. And I think there will be games where he and Wooga will combine for a bunch of threes. And then the guy at halftime, I was talking to the coaches about making any adjustments. And I thought about putting Bensley Joseph on Hess because he's such a three-point threat. And the coaches were just so happy with the pressure he was putting on the ball handler. They said, no, we don't really want to do that. So I listened to my coaches.
Coach, I want to ask about the energy and activity level that Matthew Cleveland brought through offensive rebounding, cutting, running the floor. Just how much value does that bring to your team?
Yeah, having a guy who can get a double-double, yeah, that's really good. A guy who adds 4 assists, yeah, that's tremendous help. And it was a tremendous help. Also, the great turnout by our students. How many students do we have tonight? A lot.
There was a lot. That whole end zone was,
Yeah.
that was all pretty full.
Right? We have a student right here who's cheering for us. She's on the swim team, right? JC's from Boston and big basketball fan. She comes to a lot of our games. I told her she brought the swim team down to this press conference, and she said they left at halftime. So I guess we were up by 20. They had enough. Now they got to go party someplace or actually get a good night's sleep. Because what time do you have to get up in the morning?
5 a.m.
5. I won't be up at 5 a.m. Maybe I will be. I don't know.
Anything else?
Anything else, guys? Thank you very much.
Coach, your 13th year officially underway, win number 256 at Miami. What are your thoughts going into Friday night's contest against UCF? Like you said, they've given you some
I think Johnny Dawkins and his team are always ready for us. We have to be ready for them. We will raise the Final Four banner on Friday. I don't know the timing of it yet. I need to talk with Matt Smale tomorrow or the next day. Be sure of the timing because we need to let Central Florida know. I don't want them standing around waiting while we do a ceremony. So, but it'll be a hell of a game. Hopefully we'll have a sellout crowd and everybody be into it like they were tonight.
Thanks for that.
Matthew, your first game as a Hurricane, how'd that go?
Felt good. Just getting to play with the guys, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun out there.
And to get a double-double, I mean, it's got to be nice to make your debut like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Just playing with the guys, they make it easy. So just going out there and having fun.
What was it for you? Just how was it out there, first game back and everything?
It was cool. Just to get to play with the guys that made me happy. It was straight.
Wooga, everyone's been saying that you're going to be the breakout guy this year. You're going to be the guy who kind of takes center stage this year after being more of a role player last year. Can you just talk about your mentality? I mean, you showed right away from the start tonight that you're ready to take on that role. What changed maybe from last year to this year? What do you think you've improved on?
I improved on a lot of stuff. Ball handling, shooting, just getting more comfortable playing. We got some new guys on the team, so we're just getting in the rhythm with them. And yeah, I don't really try to look at the breakout and all that. I just do me, just trying to win and put on for the team.
Can you just talk also about the energy the team came out with? Because sometimes if a team's coming off a Final Four, you're playing, an opponent that's not as well known in your opening game, but you guys came out, with a lot of energy as if there was no drop off from last year. You just talk about what was the pregame talk and stuff in the locker room going into the game?
I just try to tell the team, whatever we did in the past, that's the past. This is a new season, so don't really worry about the past. And just come out with a lot of energy, focus, because it might not be the same as last year. Everything is different.
What was Coach L's message to you guys coming into this game?
Just play hard and play together. I feel like we at our best when we play together with our team. and not like all the selfish and stuff. When we move the ball, get it going, I feel like no one can beat us.
Matthew, you've scored a lot of your baskets this year off, cuts, second chance points. How much of an emphasis is that, for you to excel in that area of the game?
I would say it's a big part of the game. Just finding ways to get involved in the game, like if your shot's not falling or if you're like first game, so you don't know what to expect. So if you just are always like finding ways just to be around the rim or just try to score without like having the ball in your hands at times, I feel like it makes it easier.
Matthew, what was the biggest thing you learned about your team tonight as it got the lights on for the first time this season?
Just we're ready to play, just coming out, making sure teams like we played tonight, we just had to go out and play super hard because you never know what can happen on nights like this. So you just gotta learn a lot, just that we're all ready, locked in, focused.
Team forced 16 turnovers, kind of carrying that identity over from last season. How did you see your team be able to kind of collect together and force a lot of those turnovers to the point where you found easy points in transition?
We've been focusing a lot on defense in practice. We felt like that was the biggest area we had to improve on. So just our like focus and details on defense, we thought tonight we did a good job.
Wooga, 9 assists from Nigel. Just how have you seen him grow as a playmaker from last season now to this season?
I've knew he had it in him. Just getting comfortable in the new role. Like at K-State, he was more like coming off the screen, shooting and stuff. But yeah, in practice, last year, even this year, he showed a lot of how he can play make. It's just right timing.
And how's your chemistry going with him?
It's going well. I love it a lot. I mean, they're my guys. Played with him for almost 2 years now. So yeah, it's going well.
For either of you guys, the young guys, underclassmen close out the game pretty strong. Just how good does it feel to know you guys have such a strong bench and there's not much of a drop off when you guys leave the court?
I would say it's really good. Just in practice, when we go against them every day, they give us a good challenge. It's really competitive. So, like I have a ton of faith in them because I see it in practice every day, and they just gotta game by game their confidence will grow because it's freshman or your first year. So I just know game by game their confidence will grow, and they'll be a big part of us this season.
Couple more?
Yeah, for either of you guys, we saw Norchad shooting threes, going behind the back. What have you guys seen from him this offseason that seems to make a difference here night one?
A lot. He's always in the gym, always getting better. He's getting more comfortable with the ball in his hands, playmaking, knocking down the open three. So it just adds another part to his game.
For you, Wooga, UCF coming up, the team that you guys played last year, you're going to raise the Final Four managers. What are your thoughts heading into that matchup and the Knights?
Yeah, really good team. So UCF, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. They're a really good team. I mean, I saw them here my freshman year. They beat us, so I already knew what they're going to bring. They're going to play hard, play together, and yeah.